why hello. Let's do some notes today. All right, so here's our table of contents. Oh my goodness, it is getting ridiculous at this point. So y'all have learned so much, and I'm just number one, just very proud of how well y'all are doing, and I am very embarrassed of how dirty my workspace is. All right, so let's get into it. Table of contents today. We're going to focus on adding and subtracting fractions. And the date will be 11/11. Wow. All right, so check that out. Just like a little over a month ago, you were just learning how to add and subtract decimals, and now look at you, about a month later, and you're adding and subtracting fractions. Oh my goodness, aren't you proud of yourself? I'm proud of you. All right, so let's take a tour through all the things that we have learned thus far. All right, blank kind of whole number place value, estimation, multiplication with the zeros trick, multiplying 2-digit by 3-digit numbers, basic division, the order of operations, strip diagrams and unknown values. That's kind of simplifying expressions as well, or equations as well. Prime and composite numbers, decimal place value, comparing and ordering decimals, rounding decimals, adding and subtracting decimals, multiplying decimals, dividing decimals, and now we're here. I'm going to do adding and subtracting fractions. And remember that today is 11/11. I barely fit that on there, so you might want to write a little smaller than I did. Alright, so adding and subtracting fractions. I'm going to draw my handy-dandy title line. I'm going to try my best to keep my hand out of the way. It's not totally going to work that well, but I'm going to try my best. Alright, so our essential question is, what are the ways to add and subtract fractions with common and uncommon denominators? Alright, so that's my question I should be able to answer by the time we finish our notes today. So, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line down the middle and make it 2 columns. I will go ahead and say that today, writing smaller will be a good idea. Alright? So, just to give you a heads up, eventually your notes from today are going to look something like these. So that's a lot. Alright, so you're probably going to want to write a little bit small. Alright, so let's start it off with the questions. Alright, so question 1, whenever we are adding or subtracting decimals, the first question, alright, is, are my denominators the same? Remember, another way of saying same is common. And that's what we wrote in our essential question right there, too. All right, so our essential question is, what are the ways to add and subtract fractions with common and uncommon denominators? So the first thing we ask ourselves is, are my denominators the same? So when we come back, we'll take a look at a problem where our denominators are the same. See you then.